guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the 12 books I need to read in 2024. So I've seen people doing this video and they've done 24 in 2024. I'm so bad at TBRs that is not at all in the realm of possibility. But if I put it to a book a month, I feel like I can do it. So I will even make myself an Instagram template and force myself to share an update so that I'm aware of what I've read and haven't read. So I'm very excited for these books that I pulled off my shelves. I think like some of these are ones I've been putting off forever. Like at least 2 of these are ones that I should have read years ago. And well, I think maybe 4. Anyways, I have a lot on here and I'm very excited for them. So I'll go ahead and get to them. The first one that you guys literally, like, I think it's been like 2 years. Let me see when this book came out. And the point is I think I'm gonna love it. So I've just been like it came out in 2016. I bought this last year or maybe someone gifted it to me, but I saw her at a signing last year and I was like, I promise I'm gonna read this. The Black Swan Affair by Craig Creek. This one is where she decides to get married to his brother because she loved him. And for some reason they couldn't be together. So she literally says, now we're one big happy family. So I need to read this. It has all the angst I'm obsessed with. And I want to get back into like super angsty books in 2024. So I think I'll like this. We'll see. Speaking of angst though, I think it might be actually A Marriage in Trouble, but it's For Lucy by Julie Ann. I think this is the special edition from Hello Lovely, possibly? He stole her from another man. She mistakes him for her blind date. And I think they fall in love, and then everything's destroyed. He has to find a new existence and keep promises to always love their daughter, Lucy, the most. And he has to keep a secret and watch his wife drift into the arms of another man, but I'm pretty sure it's his romance with the wife. So I've heard this one is really angsty, and I would really love to read more of Julie Ann next year as well, because I've loved everything I've read by her, and I think I'll love this. And this is one I think I've heard a lot of people talking about. So the next one is also a special edition, I'm pretty sure from Hello Lovely, and it is a book that every time I talk about the single parent trope, I think it's single dad, I'm like, these are my favorite single dads, like, but this book. And I was like, okay, but I haven't read that yet. In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. I've not read anything by this author before, and I feel like I'll like her books. So it is small town, and her fiance called off the wedding, and she has to be married within a year. He loved her back in high school, and now he's a single dad. So like I said, I've only heard so many people, anytime I talk about single parent, recommend this book. It's been on my shelves for so long, and this edition is very floppy and nice. So high on my TBR. Hopefully I'll get to this. Another one that has been on my TBR for so long because so many people love this book, and I feel like I'm the last person on earth to not read it. I feel like I'm gonna cry. Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I've heard this one is a really great romance, but I think it's a very tragic romance. Like, this is not considered a romance because of how it ends, I think. So I don't know. This is like typically not in the realm of what I read, but I feel like it's going to really hurt. And that's all I know about this book. So I need to be prepared. Then I have an author who I absolutely loved in 2023, and that is Tal Bauer. So I've chosen Gravity to put on this list because this one, I think these 2 were side characters in, what did I read? The rest of the story. So it is a hockey MM romance, and I read the rest of the story, loved it. This is Bryce and Hunter's story. Oh, they're at NHL's All-Star Weekend, and they're both in the NHL. He's like, I can't fall for him. He's on a different team, and he's straight. He never thought he'd be invited to All-Star Weekend, but he's there with his hero, who is like literally the hero of the novel. I love it. And then it says, saying hello turns into hours spent together on the ice, then going to dinner, then being together, and they fall in love. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I need to read more Tal Bauer for sure this year. I also, so a couple of these are from like my end of year TBR that I just didn't get to, but Salt Kiss by Sierra Simone I did not get to in 2023. I would love to get to in the new year. I love Sierra Simone so much, and I was talking to Tori about this because I read the novella and I loved it, and I thought this was supposed to be MFM or MMF, and I guess this one really only focuses on the MM relationship, I think. So it's Tristan and Mark, and Isolde is supposed to get married to Mark, but Tristan is their bodyguard for Mark. And so I don't know when like the actual polyamorous relationship is going to start, but I think it's just a bodyguard romance in this one. The next book does have the cover, the other cover, like the person cover with the heroine on it. This book, the other cover is a guy on it. I don't know which hero it's supposed to be, but so I think she's going to be part of the story more in the next book, but I did read the novella before The Salt in the Wound and I loved it. Sierra Simone is just a gorgeous writer, so I'm excited to read this. Another one is Butcher and the Blackbird. I really wanted to read this before the year is out. I don't think I'll have the chance. I do know, before you even say it, everybody is telling me to listen to this audiobook. I think it's Joe Arden and he's supposed to be Irish, but this one has to do with serial killers. So it's a friends to lovers dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry. It did get picked up by a publisher. I've heard nothing but amazing things. I do love a darker, grittier romance lately, so that's why it's on my list. Speaking of dark as well, I would love, and I know you're going to tell me to start at the beginning of the series, but I've also heard you don't have to because I've had friends who didn't. I would love to read Dom by S.J. Tilley. I would honestly love to read this entire series, but Dom is the one that I've had friends read that they really loved. So this is part of the Alliance series, and he really wants to be a member of the Alliance. So I don't know if he like uses her to get to be in the Alliance because her half-brother runs the Alliance. So, but they're gonna fall in love and I'm very excited. I want mafia. So much mafia and action, so that's on my TBR. One that I recently got for Christmas is Gilded Wings by Jamin Eve. This is a fantasy, but it is, I think, Dragon Shifters, and I'm intrigued because this book has artwork. She's holding this guy's hand, right? Or like on his arm. But then there's also another guy. So is she like, this is the same girl, right? Is she stuck between two guys? Let me check her outfit. Yeah, this is the same girl, but those are two different guys. So I don't know if it's a love triangle or what. And I think she's like kidnapped by one of them. I don't know, but I'm very, very excited. I want to read more new authors, and I read Poison Roses that Jamin Eve wrote with Tate James, and it was amazing. So I want to read more by her. Very excited. And then I have the last three. So I do really want to read more Nora Roberts in 2024. I just filmed my Nora Roberts like shelf tour and it was so fun to film, but the one I would love to read the most in 2024 is Birthright. My goal is to read a book by Nora a month. I'm going to have read 5 by her in 2023, so I want to read 12 by her in 2024. She's got a big enough backlist. This one is about an archaeologist, and they found a 5,000-year-old human skull, and there's a lot of controversy, so she knows a lot about the past, and she's recruited to their dig, and then I think that she has to join up with her ex-husband, and it's a second chance romance. So very excited for this one. I think Chirp actually has a deal on the audiobook right now. I haven't used their website before, but a friend sent it to me, and it's $5 on the audio, and they do go up to 3 times speed. So I'm happy there. I might be grabbing that, but definitely want to read this one. And I have 2 left. So we have The Coldest Winter by Brittany C. Cherry. I have fallen behind on her new releases. I have not read any new ones she's written this year, and this one is a forbidden one, which I'm like, give me all the forbidden romances. I think this is a teacher-student romance, so she didn't know that he was off limits until they had a one-night stand, and then they parted ways. She never wanted to see him again, and then she saw him on her first day of school, and they fall in love. So, give me more Brittany C. Cherry taboo romance. I am all here for it. And then the last one's a new to me author. I met her at Stevie Lit, and she's been on my TBR for a while, and I really, really, really want to read her, and that is Jen Trin. So she actually gifted me Take Me. So I've had this since August, and it's just been like staring at me from my bookshelves. And I got another one by her from Libby, I think, and Lisa from Remarkably Lisa actually like loves her books, because I saw her review on, I think it was Goodreads, and I was like, okay, now I have to read this. So this one, he's single. This sounds so angsty. So he's been single for 13 years. He doesn't mind it. He is an avid boulderer. I don't know what that means. But his close colleague, Cassie, I think they're climbers. So she says she's a sports climber, which I think is really fun, because I do like books that have like that kind of adventure aspect to them. And they're friends. And he doesn't want to find someone because he's in love with her, but she's married. And so I'm like, are they gonna fall in love? Like, she's married. She's a married coworker, and she's trying to find him someone to love. I just read the last paragraph of the synopsis. I was not expecting it. Her husband proposes a different arrangement. Is this poly? It says, Cassie can't decide if it's going to be a disaster or a golden opportunity. Is it going to be the beginning of the end or the start of something wonderful? All three of them will have to determine what happily ever after means to them. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm very intrigued. So this one sounds so good and I'm very excited to read it. And I definitely want to try to get some more new to me authors in 2024. And those are the top 12. So I could not, like I said, do a top 24. I was already getting overwhelmed on my shelves picking up these top 12. I'm trying to read more of what I own. I think that's all of our goals in 2024 is to read more of what we buy, which I've been very bad at. I just read a lot on my Kindle from KU and ignore all the books that I buy, but I need to get through these. So I'm very excited for them. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you've enjoyed the most. What should I start with? I would love to hear. And let me know what's at the top of your TBR for 2024. Absolutely tell me. I would love to hear as well. And that's all I have. As always, thanks so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.